Hi there, Grape Shot here with another game of mechabellum. Hmm. What will we find? Ooh, a little marksman specialist action. Quick supply also offered, but this marksman specialist just looks fantastic. Now I am aware that marksman specialist, despite being super fantastic, does start with a little bit less life than some of the other specialists do. But it's very worth it, very worth it. What do we want here? Normally I would just go marksman, but hmm. I'm not sure I want my marksman to be the damage I use this game. I mean, definitely Void Eye is very reasonable here. We're against Giant Specialist. Electromagnetic. Running field maintenance. Yeah, let's actually do a Void Eye start. 8, 9. Yeah. Let's start like this. Okay. Getting into a crossfire. This is like an extremely neutral crossfire. We're pretty much in a mirror here. And we are against Giant Specialist, so we don't want to leave ourselves too vulnerable to Raiden. It definitely helps a lot that we're Marksman Specialists. So I'm not going to commit into Void Eye right off the bat for sure. But I probably will just commit into Fire Badger. Seems very reasonable. I could go into Counterfire, although that doesn't seem very good against this opponent. Improved Overlord coming out. So is Extended Range Marksman. Wow, I definitely would have taken this if I had started Marksman. Although I think maybe this card appears less, if not at all, when you take that. I'm gonna have to wait and see what my opponent does here. So I want to try and do like really non-committal things this turn. Maybe Fire Badger, Crawler. And I actually think I will just fully set up on this side and go into standard here. I mean, maybe I want to be protecting my marksman a little more. I could go my marksman here. Then I'd end up needing another Fire Badger somewhere in this range. If I go it here, then I can't go a giant unit here, which seems not great. Here is a little exposed. Maybe even just like back it up. Oh, you know what? Let's do right here. That seems pretty good. And pick up damage. Damage really good against Tarantula. You're pretty much always going to be getting to do max damage when you're fighting off against Tarantulas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Missile coming out. Yeah, it's a strong missile, but I just think missiles on turn 2 don't really make very much sense. Definitely going to be attacking these crawlers on the back line. And we see a tower level coming out, which is not that scary because we don't actually have much of an attack on this tower going. Maybe we'll pick up a steel ball just so we don't get stuck there, but altogether, I don't feel like that's anything particularly worrisome. Yeah, take down those crawlers. What a debuff. Yeah, I mean, we needed that debuff timing to win there, which is a little awkward. We are marksman specialists. We do want to make sure we're winning on turn 2, but winning on a turn where our opponent missiled 3 full deployments is definitely a good sign. Phoenix gets offered. Yeah, Phoenix is pretty good here. Sledgehammer is also offered. It's definitely one of these two. The reason I'm interested in Sledgehammer is I could sell one and flank with the other, but I actually think I'd rather have a Fire Badger on that flank. So that is what I am going to do. I'll wait on a Steel Ball attack over here. Can we pull this? Nice. Yeah, that looks really annoying for our opponent to deal with. Go ahead and go a Phoenix here. And more crawlers. I mean, the thing is, until you tech explosive ammo, it's not like tarantulas are the best crawler killing unit in the game, right? They do a good job, but they certainly can get stuck if you have enough crawlers to be bricking them. And so now I have the opportunity to just go out of Void Eye if I want. I maybe will end up selling this Void Eye. I could protect against my opponent missiling here again, but I really don't think I'm worried about it. Okay, the Vulcan coming out, no card taken, and our opponent goes into Phoenix. So it's gonna be selling out of these tarantulas, I guess. Our Phoenix over here is getting kind of free reign from this backline pull. And obviously we see the Fire Badger getting wrecked by the crawlers, but that's because it was teleporting this turn, right? Yeah, and the Vulcan really big coming down on the leveled tower side, which is not so scary for us. Now, I would like to go into Phoenix here, but I don't think I can get away with that. And the reason I don't think I can get away with that is our opponent can just unlock Fortress for free. Mass-produced Melting Point. I'm going to take this card. I am not going to be using it off the bat, but I think this card is really fantastic. And the reason is, it's good against all other giants. And our opponent is Giant Specialist. So I'm pretty happy to see that coming down. And Fire Badger plus Mass Melter is just very, very strong comp. Very reasonable. And let's go ahead and just set up some more fundamentals down on our board here. Probably going to be picking up these Void Eyes at some point, but for now I'm just going to keep setting up my anti-chaff. Our opponent has quite a few crawlers down, and we still don't really know what they're going to do. I'm kind of assuming this is some sort of Vulcan marksman setup coming down slowly but surely, but we'll see. Backline Vulcan coming out, and crawler drop, but it's not going to do very much, and it's just going to fight with our crawler. Sure. I mean, the crawler drop will probably win, but not quickly enough to like deal significant damage to our tower. So yeah, feeling pretty good about this turn as well. Can we get? Yeah, we got our debuff in time. Oh, something actually killed these crawlers. Don't know what that. Or did our crawlers win? Who knows? And redeployment, assault rating, supply enhancement. And this is just a lot of chaff. I think I just want to keep going Fire Badgers. Supply enhancement, we're never taking this. Our opponent's at a pretty low life total. Assault rating. I really hope my opponent takes this and I can go into Melting Point. I mean, Smoke Bomb's a little bit interesting, but I find that card to be not great. We are going to go ahead and shield this turn. I'm not running Scorching Fire right now. I am running Napalm and Counterfire. This is probably not a very good Napalm game. We also have a lot of crawlers down. And for now, I think I want to go into Phoenix. And no, you know what? I kind of want to go into Wasp. Let's go ahead and unlock Wasp this turn. I think that there's a lot of things our opponent can do this turn that will make us wish we had started placing Wasps. And yes, placing a wasp does cost 50 more resources than placing another phoenix does, but I feel pretty okay with that. And sure, we can pick up this level for now. Does he take Assault Raiden? Oh my gosh! Okay, so we're definitely going to be going Melting Point here. Melting Point really, really wrecks Assault Raiden. And it's also, you know, phenomenal against Vulcan. And our biggest weakness will be Wasp. But I'm totally fine with that being the case. Wow, that is really nice for us. I think our opponent maybe missed the point that we were playing mass-produced Melting Point when they took this. Haste module coming out. This is a consideration on this Melting Point, but it's not phenomenal. This is pretty good. Everything that like is pretty good for our opponent, but I'm not too worried about that. I actually think I will take Haste module on the Melting Point, and the reason is on the side that I have further to push in, I can put a Melting Point. Well, I'm gonna sell this, but I can put a Melting Point here. And this will give it the move speed to move with my Fire Badgers. I actually should back this up a tiny bit. Then we want a Melting Point right here, for sure. And maybe even a Mustang. I might just go into Multi-Melter, though. So let's just do another Crawler. Cover our flank down on this side, and let's pick up a level here. Nice. Okay, I feel very good about this turn. Yeah, Raiden tech coming out. Oh, this is phenomenal. So our opponent is going Vulcan Raiden, and we're going Fire Badger Melting Point. So that's just going to be good for us. Our opponent does have to rapid resupply this turn. Yeah, they probably should. They are very likely to just die if they don't. And also, if I'm ever resupplying here, it's going to be a pretty hard situation for them. And then look at these locks, just taking down one of the tankiest units in the game for its cost. And yeah, I think that's game, right? Yes, it is. We didn't get to see like a huge effect of this card, but the fact that what it does is, for only 50 cost, it allows me to react much more quickly, right? Like, otherwise, unlocking a Melting Point and placing 2 in the same turn is going to be pretty difficult. Or it's going to require something like selling out of one of my Phoenixes, resupplying, etc. And then, obviously, let's say our opponent does win this turn. We get to throw down a bunch more Melting Points. We can pick up Electromagnetic Barrier. We can pick up, we can even pick up Crawler Production. I have this on the board because I don't go Absorption very often, and I think that this mass-produced Melting Point can go pretty hard with this tech in the late game. You know, we pick up Subterranean Blitz and then put a bunch of these down. Very cool strategy. And yeah, that's a fun game. I kind of wish the game had gone a little longer so I could get to do some of the cool things with the Melting Point. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and have a great day. And oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe.